My name is Bob Saul. I'm the class of 1980 at Amherst, and I am teaching a course this year entitled Using the Liberal Arts to Understand the Complexity of Operating Decisions. I am a partner and director of domestic forestry for a company called Grantham, Mayo, Otterloo. My original intent with the course was to get students involved in making decisions about what to plant, how to make things grow faster, how to question issues of sustainability, and how to determine what actually was sustainable. We talked about everything from private sustainability as well as ethical questions. In fact, they're quite versed in the complexity of these decisions. It's been a very interesting and awakening experience for me to see how much they care about this world and how they're willing to get involved in the complexity of how we fix it. They have very strong opinions about how you might fix it, but they're quite informed decisions. So to gather information about the complexity of these decisions, we've taken a series of field trips. The first one to the Parsons pig farm, it was just interesting to see the amount of mating that occurs among the swine over the course of a year. We've also visited a large organic farm operation directly next door to my own farm here in Amherst, the Old Friends Farm. And we spoke to the owner of the farm, who described to us how she makes decisions about her crops, how she markets her crops, how the new market for organic flowers is exploding, the lack of price elasticity for a lot of this organic produce, which has really felt absolutely no diminution in demand during the financial crisis. So we got some good hands-on experience there.
List. There's homework before the inspection. Lots and lots, maybe 32 pages, something like that, of documentation of where our seed sources are, our inputs, our outputs, every single bit of everything that has to do with the farm. And those things. My husband does the whole entire greens production, so all our salads, he wears that hat. And we did this calculation, filling a flat before you've even seeded it or put a little teeny plant into each little cell is $8 for this size flat that we are mainly using. Like $8 already. So that better be going into a place that's, we're going to get something out.
Okay, so they are decent. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, very good. Yeah, they're you know, the cooperatively owned.
And I feel like they care about like educational health, which is
Yeah, you know, I call them.
I call them even if I'm not talking to them about it.
I feel like what they got from me is my personal experience and optimism to ask good questions, which everyone did, and get to know what the food systems are about and what local economy is about, and my farm being just a tiny example of what I've done to try and get to the root of some of those questions myself.
So on our last field trip, we came to this farm. It's the farm we purchased a little over 20 years ago, and we looked at our hardwood plantation, and they asked a lot, the students asked a lot of interesting questions about, number one, why I was doing it, how I made the decisions to plant the species that I did, what my long-term hopes and aspirations were for the property, and we also discussed its sustainability, whether this particular model of planting trees in old hay fields is a sustainable idea, and I got some very interesting reactions to that. They're not just smart, but they're interested in in the truth, and they're interested in really solving many of the problems that we all face today. And I really enjoyed working with them.